Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your satisfying Saturday. Today is a day about new beginnings, and today let's wish Ritu a very happy birthday. Ritu, can you please raise your hand? We'd spotlight you so that we can all wish you together. It's the way we start our mornings when somebody has his birthday or her birthday or the anniversaries. So can we please have your hand up so we can quickly spotlight you? They're not hand up like that, my dear. On this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ritu. Happy birthday to you. Have a super blessed birthday, a fantastic year ahead, and a lovely life ahead. Thank you so much. You want to say something? No? Okay, great. Lovely. Let's move on to our first chapter for the day. In fact, before anything else, let's move on to our Pixie programming, and after that, we will study. All right, then. Ritesh sir, let's have the music, please. Yes, we all are winners. Left leg in the front, right in the back, stomachs bend, and we run again. arenas of our life. Welcome, 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 one and all, and let's start our day. So, without further ado, I want to let you all know that we have decided to go bit by bit, and so what we'll be doing is reading the chapters because it's the great health is a little detailed book. So we'll read the chapter. If anybody has any doubts, please raise your hand or type in the chat box for more clarification. I will try and elaborate as much as possible, but in order to be more time effective, we shall be just reading up. So, Shweta, can you please read for us today if you don't mind? So today we'll be having mirror work and affirmations. So for everyone who doesn't know about mirror work, we will be doing this book any which ways in the coming time to come. In fact, the minute magic book is over, we will start with mirror work. But before we start that, today is going to be a preview about what mirror work does for all of us, and it's going to be a part of our journey. Ritu, you've raised your hand. Is there something? Okay. So yeah, Shweta, let's start. Ritesh sir, let's have the book. And for the people, Prakash and everyone who couldn't read the book, Ritesh sir has nicely tried and cropped the edges. So maybe the book will be more clearer to read.
Because I didn't think you would post that picture in your main. You don't know, it was actually a cute picture, but I just didn't think you would mean that. I didn't think you would mean because yeah, it's like, no, but I was like, this is a surprise. I saw it and I'm like, no, so when I saw that post, I saw it in my mail. I was like, because I follow your PUD from my mail. So I'm like, this must be your PUD. And then I saw mail and I'm like, no, I thought that you mistaken with it because when you texted me, you up, I'm like, guys, yeah.
Prachi, we can't hear you.
Yeah, even I texted her.
Prachi, we can't hear you.
I said happy birthday, thank you for being the sweetest. Hope we can talk soon or something. I've been talking to Gia a lot. Bharati, I'm not Dr. Zakwani.
Can you hear now? Is it
Yeah.
better?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you completely.
Thank you. Thank you, Shweta. Please start.
Yeah. Creative visualization works only for good. Don't fear that the power of creative visualization can be used for harmful ends. Creative visualization is a means of unblocking or dissolving the barriers we ourselves have created to the naturally harmonious, abundant, and loving flow of the universe. It is only truly effective when it is used in alignment with our highest goals and purposes for the highest good of all beings.
Yes,
I'll
please continue.
yeah. If someone should attempt to use this powerful technique for a harmful or destructively selfish end, that person would only be demonstrating his or her ignorance of the law of karma. This is the same basic principle as the law of radiation and attraction. As you sow, so shall you reap. Whatever you try to create for another will always boomerang back at you.
So let's
That
get this very, very clear. One second, ma'am. Let's hold on here. So let's get this very clear. Creative visualization is absolutely beautiful, but it's only meant for us. So if we are trying to create our lives in a better way, fantastic. But if you're trying to bring somebody else down, It's not going to work. In fact, what's going to work is whatever you're manifesting or creating for him or her will come back to you in truckloads. So it's the law of karma that works. In case you're ignorant of it, just get, I'm sure none of us will do that. But just unknowingly, if you're doing that, you know that if my business rises and his business collapses, it's not going to work. Or that, I go better in life and I become the most favorite person, the other person comes down for whatever reasons, it's not going to happen. We have to understand that it's only working for us and us alone. You want to creatively visualize somebody better, your family members better, it can work. So if you're in the hindsight looking at somebody and okay, let him or her progress in life, it's definitely going to be working like that. But if not, it's not going to work. So please be careful of what you're creatively visualizing. And it's definitely beautiful because whatever barriers you have, you will be dissolving them once and for all completely. So let's understand this very clearly. Let's move on further.
That includes both loving, helpful, or healing actions and negative, destructive ones. This means, of course, that the more you use creative visualization to love and serve others as well as your own highest needs, the more love, happiness, and success will just naturally find their way to you. Just to
So
make
yeah,
sure.
one second, Shweta. Let's go paragraph by paragraph. So let's understand this. Whatever we are planning in our life, it's going to, if it's anything on the loving side, anything above the line in the positive feeling zone, it's definitely going to come true because creative visualization is in harmony with the universe. And the universe is all about love, it's all about attraction, it's all about harmony, and it's all about peace and joy. So if you are visualizing anything in those lines, it's bound to come true. But on the contrary, if you're in fact, even if you're healing somebody, it's going to work because that's again a good feeling zone, right? So now let's get sure of this, that we our affirmations, our clarity of mind, our thoughts and our goals are in alignment with mother nature. That is, they're only going high and not coming down. So once we are aligned, everything's going to fall flat, fall in line. Yeah, please go
Just
on.
to make sure that you are aware of this, it's a good idea to add the following phrase to any creative visualization process you do. This or something better now manifests for me in totally satisfying and harmonious ways for the highest good of all concerned.
And this is something all of us must say at the end of our manifestation. As I said once before, and I'm repeating myself, for all you know, you've planned something this. The universe wants to give you this. So you also say this or something better now manifest for me. It's total harmony. You don't have to remember these words as such. The words aren't important, your feelings are important. However, you want to say in your language, simpler English, simpler Hindi, everything is fine.
As an example, if you're visualizing getting a job promotion, don't envision the person above you being fired, but imagine him or her moving on to other, better things or a better, more fulfilling job so that it works out for the good of all. You don't need to understand or figure out how that will happen or try to decide what is the best way it could work out. Simply assume that it is working out for the best and let universal intelligence take care of the details.
So for all those who have like a very short span of time, okay, manifestation doesn't work, okay, affirmations don't work. People who give in very easily, remember, patience is the key. There's something called cosmic timing. I have wanted something right now. I've manifested something to unfold tomorrow. The cosmic timing may not be correct for tomorrow. It may unfold day after. So if I'm not patient and if I start saying manifestation doesn't work, yes, it doesn't work. Whatever I say happens. So if I say this doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If I say this happens, it happens. Now is the power of affirmations. Yesterday, a lot of people were asking about what is affirmations. Today, we in detail study about what's affirmations, and the power of creating affirmations lies with us. So from today, none of us will be dependent upon anyone for affirmations because we have the power to create our own affirmations. Let's read it.
Affirmations are one of the most important elements of creative visualization. To affirm means to make firm. An affirmation is a strong positive statement that something is already so. It is a way of making firm that which you are imagining, imaging. Most of us are aware of the fact that we have a nearly continuous inner dialogue going on in our minds. The mind is busy talking to itself, keeping up an endless commentary about life, the world, our feelings, our problems, and other people.
So, are you familiar with the chitter chatter? Is everyone familiar? The mind's forever playing games and it's going chatter, chatter, chatter. Or are you like in complete silence? Can somebody use the chat box and let me know how do you feel? Is the mind forever chattering away to glory? Is there always some kind of dialogue happening? Yeah. Okay. Yes. So now this is the reason why we need affirmations so that we cut that sound effect of that negativity which is happening or that all the time guidance that is happening. We use affirmations so that we cut it off. We cancel out that. Let's understand this further.
The words and ideas that run through our minds are very important. Most of the time, we aren't consciously aware of this stream of thoughts, and yet, what we are telling ourselves in our minds is the basis on which we form our experience of reality. Our mental commentary influences and colors our feelings and perceptions about what's going on in our lives, and it is these thought forms that ultimately attract and create everything that happens to us.
So ultimately, whatever we are going through, whatever we are imagining, as people say, first it happens in the mind, then it happens in real life. So if we're doing something, especially our mind, something about ourselves, first we are faking it until we are making it. So let's understand that it's a mental commentary which can influence. So we want to undermine that and you want to create something consciously. So conscious affirmations will ultimately attract and create whatever we want in our life. And about these mind games, allow me another week or 10 days when you're a little more into this world. I'll tell you the best way to cut the clutter which happens in the mind. Let's read further.
Anyone who has practiced meditation knows how difficult it can be to quiet this inner mind talk in order to connect with our deeper, wiser, intuitive mind. One traditional meditation practice involves simply observing the inner dialogue as objectively as possible.
What does this mean? Whatever dialogue is happening in our mind, we're just observing. We're not letting it guide us. We're like a passive viewer. So we're just hearing everything and we're like, okay, let it come. I'm not responding. I'm not elaborating. I'm not working on it. I'm just hearing it as a passive observer. That way, we're taking the power away from it and letting it just die on its own chord.
This is a very valuable experience as it allows you to become consciously aware of the content of your thoughts. Many of these thoughts are like tape recording of old patterns we've had all our lives. They are the old programming we picked up long ago, which is still influencing what's happening to us today. For example, we might find that we habitually think self defeating thoughts such as, I'm not going to be able to do this, or this is never going to work out right.
Along with this, we have a lot of self programming which says, okay, here you go again. You're going to go back to your old state. So start, but ultimately you'll come back to your old pattern because your subconscious mind has taken all the feed what's happened. So anything which has happened in your life, it keeps storing the memory. It's a storehouse of memory. So if something has gone wrong once, twice, thrice, it's become a pattern. And that same pattern is replayed. Your mind is compulsively telling you to repeat that pattern again and again. Why do you think people go on diets? They lose weight and they're back on the yo-yo diet. Why? Subconscious mind is playing such a strong role about this. So that's the reason why we need to counterbalance this by using affirmations. Let's talk about practicing affirmations.
The practice of engaging in affirmations allows us to begin replacing some of our stale, worn out, or negative mind chatter with more positive ideas and concepts. It's a powerful technique, one that can, in a short time, transform many of our attitudes and expectations about life, and thereby help to change what we create for ourselves.
Yes, please continue.
Affirmations can be done silently, spoken aloud, written down, or even sung or chanted. Even 10 minutes a day of repeating effective affirmations can counterbalance years of old mental habits. If you become aware that you are repeating habitual negative thought patterns or attitudes, try saying an affirmation to yourself a few times right then and there. For example, if you find yourself thinking, oh, what's the use? I'll never get what I want. You might say to yourself, I have the ability to create what I want in my life. Or, I deserve to be happy and fulfilled. An affirmation can be any positive statement. It can be very general or very specific. There are an infinite number of positive affirmations. Here are a few just to give you some ideas.
So let's get one thing very clear. Affirmations are short sentences only. I will read about a good 50 of them to give you an idea. Whoever has doubt will start understanding the science. So let's start with the first. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better. Everything I need is coming to me easily and effortlessly. So you see what's happening? You're using simpler words to make your life simpler and simpler. My life is blossoming in total perfection. I have everything I need to enjoy my here and now. So if I have everything right now, that means I'm not looking for anything. I'm stable, I'm fulfilled, I'm happy. I am the master of my life is an affirmation for people who are controlled by others and who allow themselves to get controlled. So this is the affirmation for that. Everything I need is already within me. So people who are seeking stuff outside, help outside, so for them it's there that everything I need is there within me. Perfect wisdom is in my heart. I am whole and complete in myself. I love and appreciate just as I am. I accept all the feelings as part of me. I love to love and be loved. So people who are slow on love, who think that, I'm not loved, who think that, I'm not cared for, such people can say such beautiful affirmations or simply, I am love. The more I love myself, the more love I have to give others. This is so important because if I don't love myself, I can't give anybody any love because love starts from loving myself. So let's understand affirmations are the toolkit to make something. Ritesh, so let's turn the page, please. I now give and receive love freely. I am now attracting loving, satisfying relationships into my life. My relationship with whoever I want my relationship to become better, my partner, my child, my parents, whoever, my colleague, anyone. My relationship with this is growing happier and more fulfilling every day. I now have a satisfying, well paying job. I love doing my work and I'm richly rewarded, creatively and financially. I am an open channel of creative energy. I'm dynamically self expressive. I enjoy relaxing and having fun. I communicate clearly and effectively. Some people are all the time confused about what messages they tell other people. So, for those who are like always in a mumbo jumbo, they say stuff like, I communicate clearly and effectively. It's okay for me to have everything I want. So some people think I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, then it's fine to tell themselves that, okay, I deserve everything. I now have enough time, energy, wisdom, and money to accomplish all my desires. I'm always in the right place at the right time, successfully engaged in the right activity. This means that no opportunities get missed. There's some people you'll hear them saying, I always miss an opportunity. I'm never there. I'm always late. So such people say such affirmations. This is an abundant universe and there's plenty for all of us. This is for those people who think that, usko mil jayega, to mera business opportunity kam ho jayega. If that person gets love, I get lesser love. So it's for those people. Abundance is my natural state of being. Every day I'm growing more financially prosperous. The more I have, the more I have to give. The more I give, the more I receive, and the happier I feel. It's okay for me to have fun and enjoy myself, and I do. I am relaxed and centered. I have plenty of time for everything. This is for people who always think, I don't get time, I'm so busy, I couldn't make time, 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 time. And the best part is time is all in our hands. It's all mental. So if you say I'm relaxed and centered, or if I say I've always time for everything in life, then fantastic, more power to you. These affirmations are adding power to your life. I am now enjoying everything I do. I feel happy just being alive. I'm healthy and beautiful. I am open to receiving all the blessings of this abundant universe. This is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Now, this, which it is the blank statement, is for anything you want. You want a car, you want like a factory, you want like a particular thing, whatever you want in your life. This is coming to me easily and effortlessly. I have a wonderful job with wonderful pay. I do a wonderful service in a wonderful way. So this is like for people who think I'm underpaid. So at least start complimenting right now so that you can receive this in the future. Affirmation is something that is happening right now in your words. Though you want it to happen in the future, but you're saying it, affirming it now. You're just giving a firm statement. The light within me is creating miracles in my life here and now. All things are now working together for good in my life. I am now attuned to my higher purpose in life. I now recognize, accept, and follow the divine plan of my life as it is revealed to me step by step. I give thanks now for my life of health, happiness, and self expression. So, Gaurav, we have to just choose 4, 5 affirmations, whatever resonates with us. We can create them also. Listen to them as an audio whenever you have time. Just listen to them on a repeat mode. Even if you hear it 7 times, like a loop, it'll take maximum about 10 or 11 minutes. And you would have heard and got empowered. So every single day that conditioning is happening in your subconscious mind, this is affirmation which is meant for Gaurav, and he's hearing again and again and again, and it works. What I've also spoken about is if somebody wants something with desperation, one should avoid the desperation completely. Just say, yes, I want it and I'm ready for it. Then write 21 times, 21 days, but with feelings, not mechanically. You have to feel it. So these are the fundamentals. What we do in our assignments every day is pick up one affirmation, write 7 times. I hope it's clear. Shweta ma'am, please continue.
Here are some important things to remember about affirmations. First, always phrase affirmations in the present tense, not in the future. It's important to create your desire as if it already exists. Don't say, I will get a wonderful new job, but rather, I now have a wonderful new job. This is not lying to yourself. It is acknowledging the fact that everything is created first on the inner plane before it can manifest in external reality.
So we never use the words want, wish ever in affirmations. Why? If I keep saying I want this, I'll always keep wanting it. It'll never come to me. But I say I have it right now. I'm enjoying it right now. So I'm already saying advanced gratitude for something that I really want. Yes, let's continue.
Second, always phrase affirmations in the most positive way you can. Affirm what you do want, not what you don't want. Don't say, I no longer oversleep in the morning, but rather, I now wake up on time and full of energy in the morning. This ensures that you are creating the most positive possible mental image.
So, for those of you who are having problems waking up in the morning, of course, you're very new to this, not even 10 days. The body clock hasn't probably adjusted, and you're like kind of sleeping off, taking like, dozing off like this. Start seeing first thing in the morning as you wake up. I am fresh for my sessions and I receive all the knowledge very easily. So then, you're opening the channels to knowledge flow in you. But if you're just saying, मुझे बहुत नींद आती है, I'm finding it tough to wake up in the morning. So yeah, then you're blocking your channels to any knowledge inflow. And just put a cold water splash on your faces, especially your eyes, and you'll be able to wake up. So actions are important, but affirmations are very important. So if you start affirming something which is conducive to you and your atmosphere, it's going to make you grow by leaps and bounds. Let's read further.
At certain times, you may find it helpful to phrase affirmations negatively, especially when you are working on clearing out specific emotional blocks or bad habits, such as, I don't need to get tense in order to get things accomplished. If so, you should always follow this type of affirmation with a positive one that describes what you desire to create, such as, I now stay deeply relaxed and centered, and everything is accomplished easily and effortlessly.
So again, we never ever write anything negatively, ever. We only write positive affirmations, whatever we want. This is an example for you. So that this person gets very tensed, just to get something very stressed, very tense. Rather than saying, I don't need to get tensed, what does he say? I am deeply relaxed and centered, and everything is accomplished easily and effortlessly. So if it's effortlessly, that means I'm not stressed about it. Radhika, your question is every affirmation has to be written 21 times every day. Radhika, please hear. It means you're not being attentive for the class. I've repeatedly said it yesterday and today, and I'm repeating now. Anything you really, really want to be done, like ASAP types, you write that for 21 days, 21 times one affirmation. Not every affirmation. Every affirmation, there's no every affirmation. Why are we confused? We're writing one heart thought every day. Where is every affirmation? These are examples of affirmations which are guiding you into telling you that you can make your own affirmations. So, if anything more doubt, please take your time from me, take an appointment, and we'll connect on this. Yeah, well, I think everyone's clear. If everyone's unclear, we'll discuss this on a forum. Let's read further.
In general, the shorter and simpler the affirmation, the more effective. An affirmation should be clear statement that conveys a strong feeling. The more feeling it conveys, the stronger the impression it makes on your mind. Affirmations are long, wordy, and theoretical loose. Affirmations that are long, wordy, and theoretical lose their emotional impact and become too mental.
So yesterday somebody was asking me that I write a journal. Like, she was saying that what if I combine two, three affirmations as one? Now that will become a dream journaling. Affirmations have to be short so that it's very clear. The mind registered is very clear. So understand one thing. You're giving a new command to your brain. The simpler, the better. The shorter, the better. The clearer, the better. So if you want an effective affirmation, please keep it short. For example, you have a temper issue. What do you say? I'm always cool. Add your adjectives, add your enhancing words. Like always means always cool. So I'm cool is like just cool. But I'm always cool is you're giving a surety that, I never lose my cool. So keep it shorter, keep it simpler, and keep it effective. Point number 4.
Always choose affirmations that feel totally right for you. What works for one person may not work at all for another. An affirmation should feel positive, expansive, freeing, and or supportive. If it doesn't, find another one or try changing the words until it feels right.
So the power lies with us to change the words. Get that very clear. If I say an affirmation for myself, it has to feel good. If it doesn't feel good, I keep trying until one feel good. It doesn't mean that I have to go to somebody to get an affirmation written for me. No, I have to like it. So now it's a couple right now. If I say I have two people on the screen. The husband thinks that it's right. This affirmation works for me. The wife says, no, the words don't work. So she writes another affirmation. And remember one thing, we are very creative. We are very intelligent. We have all the power to write it. So stop that thing that, I'm new to the world of affirmations. So for me, it's Latin Greek and I'll take time. No, you will not take time. If you start saying everything comes to me easily, believe me, the affirmations will flow. The right one will flow to you. Let's continue.
Of course, you may feel emotional resistance to any affirmation when you first use it, especially one that is really powerful for you and is going to make a real change in your consciousness. That is simply our natural fear of change and growth. 5. Always remember that you are creating something new and fresh. You are not trying.
Yeah, you should be very excited about it. So if you're creating a new affirmation, oh my God, my life's going to change. Amazing. This affirmation will do me so good. The minute you have that heightened emotion, that feeling, automatically you're adding a lot of weight to your affirmation.
You're not trying to redo or change what already exists. To do so would be to resist what is, which creates conflict and struggle. Take the attitude that you are accepting and handling whatever already exists in your life, and at the same time, taking every moment as a new opportunity to begin creating exactly what you desire and will make you happiest. 6. Affirmations are not meant to contradict or change your feelings or emotions.
This is something with manifestation also. So if I'm feeling low, I'm not going to say that I no longer feel low. I'm not going to change that. Only thing is that I'll start saying that I feel great, I feel energetic, I feel amazing. Let your affirmation not be in a contradiction with your mind that okay, this is what I feel, but affirmation says no, this doesn't feel good for me. This is not right. It's all shoot. It's not going to work for me. I don't want to do that because then I'm heightening those emotions. Please go very slowly. If something is so radical which your mind can't accept, don't do it right now. Give yourself time to build it. Go step by step. Understand the importance of it. Yes.
It is important to accept and experience all your feelings, including the so called negative ones, without attempting to change them. At the same time, affirmations can help you create a new point of view about life that will enable you to have more and more satisfying experiences from now on. 7. Try as much as possible to create a feeling of belief and experience that your affirmations can be true. Temporarily, at least for a few minutes, suspend your doubts and hesitations and put your full mental and emotional energy into them.
Again, there you will have doubts, you will have some negative thoughts, but it's okay. Tell yourself that whatever I'm doing is making a new me, and this works like magic. Just tell yourself these powerful words that whatever I'm creating my life. It works beautifully for me. Then there's no scope of ambiguity and doubt. Let's read further.
If doubts, resistance, or negative thoughts are getting in the way of doing your affirmations, do one of the clearing processes or the writing affirmations process given in part 4 of this book. Rather than saying affirmations by rote, try to get the feeling that you really have the power to create that reality, which in fact you do. This will make a big difference in how effective they are.
As I said, रट के लिखना नहीं है, feeling आनी चाहिए. You have to heighten our feeling. So don't remember by rote and just write them like down. Feel it. If I'm saying I am rich, I have to feel I am rich. It's not like I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I have to feel that emotion. The more emotions I come into my affirmations, the more I'm making them real. Yes, let's continue.
Affirmations can be used alone or in combination with visualizing or imaging. It's very effective to include affirmations as part of your regular creative visualization meditation periods. Later in the book, I give you ideas for many other ways to use affirmations. For many people, affirmations are most powerful and inspiring when they include references to a spiritual source, mention of God, goddesses, universe, higher power, spirit, Mother Earth, divine love, or whatever phrase you prefer. Adds spiritual energy to your affirmation and acknowledges the universal source of all things.
So those who believe a lot in spirituality, or your Bhagwans, your Aradhyas, your Allahs, and Vahegurus, whoever believes, if you think adding them adds value to your affirmation, go for it. If you think you're good as it is, great. So examples here are given. I have the infinite creative power of the goddess within me. So those who are too much into goddesses can say that. Divine love is working through me here and now to create this. The Christ within me is creating miracles in my life here and now. I'm one with the Great Spirit. My higher self is guiding me in everything that I do. God lives within me and manifests in the world through me. I give thanks to Mother Earth for nurturing and sustaining me every day. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God flows through me. Wherever I am, God is and all is well. I hope this chapter has given us an idea about affirmations. If it hasn't, please feel free to let me know so that we can elaborate on this. Today, we will close this chapter at this juncture. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the spiritual paradox. Today, this is about it. And we'll move on to the great health. Anybody, any questions about affirmations? Remember, you and I have the power to create affirmations which are good for us. So if I have a goal, I know it best. I heighten it by adding the emotion and I feel it and I say it. It's not something which is mechanical that I say in my mind and I don't feel it. So if I'm hearing it, I'm even saying it. That's what it happens. So you're clear, Nehal? That's nice. You're clear, Ajivji. That's great. So today we'll talk about this beautiful book called Mirror Work and Affirmations. Again, it's a continuation. Page number 16, topic number 2, Mirror Work and Affirmations. Sweet and loving thoughts begin the healing journey. Get this very clear. Affirmations are nothing but healers. They are words that heal you. So I call them the healer words. They are absolutely fantastic. And today is about extension of that same journey. Shweta, let's continue, please.
Sweet and loving thoughts begin the healing journey. Mirrors reflect back to us our feelings about ourselves. They clearly show us the areas to be changed if we want to create a loving, fulfilling life. The most powerful way to do affirmations is to look in the mirror and say them aloud. When people from all over the world who followed Louis' teachings were asked about their success with affirmations and mirror work, hundreds of them responded. They reported so many changes in their health, such as losing up to 100 pounds, dissolving autoimmune disease, overcoming addiction and eating disorders, eliminating pain, relieving stress and post traumatic stress disorder, overcoming anxiety and insomnia, and much more. It's amazing what can happen when you are kind and loving to yourself.
So, why is the mirror so important? If I am looking at myself in the mirror, I can truly see my energy. I'm truly reflecting. So, if I am saying, I am well, for example, I'm unwell, and I am saying, I am well, energetic, and vivacious, the same thing is being echoed in the mirror and it's getting a boomerang effect. The effect is so much more. If you can do that in the mirror, nothing like it. The best thing is, if it's okay with your counterpart, put some of your affirmations as like on the side of the mirror, and that's where you're having your rituals, you're brushing, you're probably taking you're like in on the pot or wherever. That is the time when you start saying affirmations, reading it, and if you can see in the mirror and do it, you're heightening the intensity of your affirmation, and the result that you may get in like 5 days you may get in 2 days because it's become doubly more effective. And each time you go to the loo for something, make it a point to use 5 minutes to use the affirmations. It doesn't take time. People who are working in offices, in the factories, just have probably, maybe on your mobile phone, just read them out loud and just look into your mirror. It's very simple. It doesn't take too long. Do it. If you don't want to say it out loud that somebody may eavesdrop, just murmur. At least feel the feeling that you're connected with your eyes. It's very important to do that. It's very, very beautiful. People have healed themselves from the worst and the worst of things. Any diseases, any kind of addictions, people have really, really healed. Let's read further.
While you read this book, we suggest that you have a mirror close by so that you can use it for all of the affirmations in this book. Doing your affirmations in the mirror will allow you to look into your own eyes and notice if you are seeing resistance or love. Let's start with an important affirmation. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am willing to change. Notice how you feel. Do you feel any resistance to change? Do you feel as if you can change? Do you even want to? Noticing how you feel about change is important because you're looking at self growth. Your willingness to change can make or break your success. This is why we want you to start with assessing your willingness to change.
So now the biggest question is, do we really want to change? There are people who say, I want to lose weight. Do they really want to lose weight, or are they comfortable? Or they think, okay, losing weight means I can't eat my favorite food, I can't laze around, I can't do this. Do they really want to change? Or are they just saying it? So when you look in the mirror, you can actually ask yourself these questions and you will get an answer also. Right now, maybe too early, but yes, it will happen when we start the book. Let's read further.
If you feel resistant, know that you are not alone. Heather used to work as a change management expert, and part of her job was to understand such resistance, why it happens, and how to support people through times of transition. Even when helpful, positive changes were introduced in companies, they could fail based on whether people embraced the change or not. Resistance to change is actually common for several reasons. Most center around being afraid of what will be different. Human beings tend to live with the status quo because we fear that will be different about our lives if we change. Perhaps we fear we'll lose the identity we've built for ourselves, or we'll have to face something that's not working in our lives.
Let's get this very clear. We human beings are so comfortable with our atmosphere, with ourselves, that change is not welcome. So that is the reason why we are resisting. And when we're resisting, we're unable to get a manifestation of dreams come true because there's a huge resistance that's happening. So gradually we'll work on this resistance going diminishing by simply just letting it come, not fighting it, not doubting it, not just embracing it. So that we don't expand it. Yeah.
A woman once told Heather, I really don't like what I'm doing at work. I want to change my career, but my husband doesn't work and I have to keep my job. This woman desperately wanted to do something else and it was impacting her health, but she felt so locked into her job that she was afraid to leave. She was even afraid to hire a life coach because coaching could reveal that she would benefit from working at something entirely different. This woman was so afraid that she stayed in her job until she became so sick that she had to leave it after all. If we let fear stop us from changing, we lose out on the opportunity to see how powerful we really are and how life really loves us and is there for us. Psychologists might recommend some things that you can do to help with your willingness to change, such as monitor your behaviors, logically sequence events, and examine the consequence. However, we're going to keep it simple by sharing some really great tips that you can implement starting today.
Has everyone understood this? If not, please use the chat box and let me know. I'm very happy to elaborate. But as decided yesterday, we'll keep it simple. So if anyone has anything, I'm happy to. Yeah. Yeah. Shweta, you can continue. If somebody has any questions, I'm happy to come back to them.
Decide you are important enough. Louis teaches that once you try something and you see that it has worked out for you, it makes change easier because it gives you permission to do it again. The thing is, you have to give yourself permission to try it in the first place. You have to feel you're important enough to give yourself that permission, to give yourself the space to change, to prioritize it in your life, and to support yourself in being successful with the rest of these tips.
So again, when we decide to embark on a new journey, we have to have permission from our mind, and we have to say, okay, it's a new journey. I'm trying something new. So the minute I say that, at least I'm affirming that, I am going ahead. So let's turn the page.
Sometimes the best way to change is to just do it. Just take the first step of knowing that your health and happiness are important. You are important. Take baby steps. Pick one small thing to do. It can be as quick and easy as you like, but do pick one thing and get started. For example, kiss your hand and say, you're worth healing. You can just do that as for as long as you like and then move on whenever you're ready. Remember the lesson from the tortoise and the hare: slow and steady wins the race.
So again, don't have very, very big goals. Start small. Start taking very simple steps. Castles aren't built in a day. So let's start small. Let's believe that our muscle power is increasing, and we are able to absorb this very beautifully. Slowly and steadily, let's build it up, and and just see by the end of it where would you have gone. But if you start talking about something Herculean right now, it's something which is untangible, intangible even to our brain and to ourselves. So let's wire ourselves by simply starting small goals.
Keep it simple and gentle. The gentler you are with yourself, the better. This is not a no pain, no gain approach. Part of loving yourself is keeping things easy and being kind to yourself. Think about how this would feel. Remember how afraid the kidneys often are. Remember your inner child and be gentle. Here's an example of something gentle you can say to yourself: you are safe with me. Be consistent. Keep in mind that the more you do your mirror work and practice your affirmations, the easier it will get. The more consistent you are, the more results you will experience. Think about the idea of practice. With any new skill, you don't start out an expert. The more you practice, the better you get.
So about consistency is important in everything in life, whether it's your goal or whether it's anything, even the classes. People who think that like we had this virtual section where people could do online academics. Now the same people who are having problem with the different country time zones are saying, we are unable to follow it. The discipline is not there. Coming together as a group is possible in the morning, but in the evening it just doesn't work. We are unable to do it. So if you're consistent with coming about, say, practices, affirmations, practicing in the front of the mirror, consistency is the key to success. So never ever falter there. Come what may, give yourselves time and do it every single day. It's like a checkbox list. No, I must do it. Get helpers.
Get helpers. One great way to build connection and to make change is to create a support system. This could be a friend, spouse, coach, family member, or whomsoever you feel comfortable with. Some people find or create online support groups or Facebook groups. In any event, it really helps to find a like minded person or group to support you in doing your affirmations and sharing any roadblocks and wins you have along the way.
That is the reason why we have a core group. So we have a power of five. We have your small little core group, which is going to be answerable for your affirmations, because otherwise it becomes really tough to maintain. Today I'm writing, tomorrow I'm forgetting. So at least there's one person, the angel, is going to be looking after your affirmations. Otherwise, it's very tough to sustain. So that's why we already have a helping group with us. And we also make it fun. So let's understand the fun part.
Have fun. Make the process fun in whatever you can. Laugh at yourself. Be silly. Louis walks by a mirror and says, "Hi, kid, you look great today." It doesn't matter who's around, and inevitably, it makes everyone smile and love her even more. Alia winks at herself when she passes the mirror. Heather throws her arms up in the air and jumps around after her affirmations. One of the greatest things about Louis and Alia's health and body work sessions together is that they laugh all the time. They are doing serious work, yet it's so also fun. Remember, change and healing can be joyous.
So again, you might not be used to jumping around and celebrating and being happy, but remember, it's all in you. If you really make a ritual out of it, okay, affirmations done, yay! My this done, yay! My blessings done. Whatever you want, make it a joyous thing. I've done it, like yay, yay, yay. Whatever you want. If you're having fun with yourself, you won't even need others. For your rituals, you're like, I have done it. And now the best thing is coming now. Celebration is the most important key in life. If we can celebrate life every day, we're not waiting for something main to come up. No birthday will give us that crazy kick, because every day is a celebration. And that's very important to celebrate even small successes. Let's talk about this.
Celebrate even small successes. As you start to change, give yourself credit for starting. You don't have to wait for major changes to celebrate. You can highlight the little successes you have along the way. Choose rewards that are meaningful to you, yet they can be as simple as giving yourself lots of hugs and kisses. Small children know the healing power of getting kisses from their mothers to make a boo boo feel better. Kisses and hugs have great healing power, especially when you give them to yourself. It might feel silly at first, but it's a beautiful way to be sweet to yourself.
So, especially men or especially women who've never been in this world, they'll be like, "What crap? Yeah, now this is what I'm going to do in my 40s and 50s. Like kiss myself, like hug myself. I mean, has Lewis lost it? Has Prachi lost it? What crap?" But the minute we do it, the feeling you have, the smile that you have in your face, is like, yeah, it felt good. Have we ever hugged ourselves? Today, can everyone try? How do we hug ourselves? Okay, we know how to hug others. How about hugging ourselves? This is the way we hug ourselves. We just fold our arms around our shoulders. We just hug ourselves. Can people try this for me, please? How does it feel? Just hug yourself. Sanya, I need you to hug yourself. I need you to all to feel it. Yeah, how does it feel? And if you want, you can kiss yourself if that works for you. If it feels silly, don't do it, but at least hug yourself. It's good to give a pat on the back. You can give a pat on your back. Come on, you've done it. Fantastic. Wow. Why should you wait for accolades from others? Why? Just do it, no? Just do it. Hug yourself, applaud yourself, celebrate yourself. I've done this. Yay, today I made something new. It came out good. Okay, great. Wow, amazing. Congratulations. Celebrate life. Find reasons to celebrate life. Okay. Let's go further. Yeah.
Think positive. Psychologists understand what Louis has been teaching for decades. Change is easier when it's based on positive thinking rather than guilt, shame, or fear. We have provided you with some affirmations on the next few pages so that you can reinforce your positive thoughts and beliefs. While change can feel hard at first, there is something magical about trying out something new. It gives you the opportunity to see how strong you are. You must be strong. You wouldn't be here reading this book if you weren't. If you weren't curious about what change could be like.
So changes are not easy. Let me tell you bad news. Changes are not easy because you're so conditioned with your old lifestyle that you're not ready to embrace changes. But it's okay. Relax. This too shall pass. Once you start being committed and you're in integrity with yourself, with your affirmations and you're positively thinking about it, changes will also happen. Right now it's tough, but they will happen. The good news is life moves on and changes also happen and they make you a better person. Initially they're tough, but you can tackle them together, especially with support system. Let's read further.
When Heather was first learning to scuba dive, she didn't trust the breathing equipment. On her first ocean dive, the water was very choppy. By the time she swam around the boat to the front, she was already out of breath, which made her even more afraid to descend into the water. Her instructor looked in her eyes and said, "You can go back if you want to, or you can just put your head underwater and see what you think. We'll come right back up if you want." While Heather was so scared that she wanted to turn back, she felt comforted by this idea of just going under the water a small amount and deciding how she felt first. She and her instructor went under less than 1 foot and remained there for a few minutes. This allowed Heather to see how easy it was to breathe with the equipment. It actually worked. So she agreed to go deeper very slowly. And once she felt comfortable, she proceeded to do her first dive. After the dive, Heather felt exuberant. She overcame her fears and fell in love with scuba diving. She realized that if she hadn't taken a baby step, she would have missed out on the feeling of being able to fly underwater. While turning back would have been fine, the experience she had was 10 times better.
So
As
all of
if
you who have doubt about the system, please embrace it. Please embrace it. Today you're having doubts. After these one-to-one days are over, you'll say, it was the best thing I did for myself. At least I tried. I complimented myself. I tried something new that I was not comfortable with. And just see where have I come. I've come so far. My goals are accomplished. I'm a happier person. I'm a better human being. And the magic is going to be just unfolding every single day. So let's understand, if we have any fears, we definitely can overcome. But again, tackling them bit by bit.
As you can see, if you're wanting to try something that feels scary, being gentle with yourself and taking baby steps can help you build the courage for something bigger and can help overcome fears about the next step and the next one after that. Change is one of the greatest teachers. It scares us and asks us to reach deep inside ourselves for courage we didn't even know we had. It asks us every day to prove our commitment to ourselves. It leads us into dark places and allows us to fill them with light. It shows us things about ourselves we never knew. It allows us to recognize that failure and success are two sides of the same coin. And before we know it, it shows us how powerful and strong we are. Change doesn't ask us to go faster or further than we are ready to go. It teaches us to listen to our hearts and take chances that will set us free.
If you had the hard book in front of you, the paperback in front of you, please highlight this entire paragraph, because change is imperative and change does scare. Yes, it does scare. But bit by bit, you're able to reach the success. You're able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're able to see, and even if you slip and you falter, the good news is every obstacle gives you opportunities to see what's lying ahead of you. Every blocked road means that there are diversions, that you can find a breakthrough, you can have an alternate. So let's embrace this roller coaster ride, because life is only going to get magical and magical. Tomorrow we'll again have some beautiful affirmations which will increase our work on affirmations. So anyone who has any more doubts, in the coming 1 or 2 days you'll be completely clear of what are affirmations, how you and I can make them for ourselves without having to ask anyone else. The entire effort of this series is simple. We are empowering you that you can transform your lives yourself through scientific, back support system. And of course, you do have your Sangha, which will be formed very soon. Right now, until 26th, if you have any doubts, any apprehensions, please feel free to put on the group or to PM me. It's okay to PM me whenever I have time. I'm going to reply back. Thank you, Ritesh sir, for showcasing this book. Thank you, Shweta, for being most amazing in reading this book for all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today we will be reading Heart Thought. Can I have some volunteer to read Sunita Pradhan? Thank you so much. So let's see what's the blessing for the day. Heart Thought comes like a blessing for all of us, and let's see what's coming our way. So what we are doing every day is we are talking about our mind. So these affirmations, and this is about our mind. It's also about our heart. So now we have an affirmation. So the today's topic's name is affirmation. Isn't it wonderful that both the books we're talking about affirmation, and here also the Heart Thought is a complete guidance to us. Affirmations. The moment you say affirmations, you're stepping out of the victim role. You're no longer helpless, you're acknowledging your own power. So let's get one fact very, very, very clear. Unknowingly, we have been playing the victim role all our life. My circumstances made me do it. I couldn't rise in life because I was humiliated, or I didn't have the support system, or this or that. You're playing a victim role. Now, the minute you say affirmations, it means you've taken charge, and you're now going to do them with full conviction. And like, I'm on the road of healing myself. And how wonderful is that? I am on the next step to my healing. I am on the next step to my healing. Let's read this. Sunita, please read it for us. Yes, I passed the buck to you. Yes.
I am on the next step to my healing. An affirmation is a beginning point. It opens the way. You are saying to your subconscious mind, I'm taking responsibility. I'm aware there is something I can do to change. If you continue to say the affirmation, either you will be ready it ready to let whatever it is go, and the affirmation will become true, or it will open a new avenue to you. You may get a brilliant brainstorm, or a friend may call you and say, have you ever tried this? You will be led to the next step that will help you and with you healing. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunita. So an affirmation is a beginning point. It always opens the doors. At least start affirming. It's something that you're telling your subconscious mind, look, boss, I'm here to make a change. And now I'm responsible. Now I have the power. Now I'm aware that the more I do it, the more I say it, and the more my life changes. And if we continue our game of affirmations, we are 100% going to change. Why? Because mentally now we're ready. We're saying it again and again. And soon the affirmations will start becoming reality. And with this real new beginning in our life, a lot of things will come. New ideas will come cascading down. New eureka moments will come. New breakthroughs will happen. And a lot is going to happen. And the next step will become easier and easier and easier. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We'll now go into a meditation. And remember one thing, meditation is simple. It's making us inch closer to our spirituality, making us come closer to our bodies, which are beautiful and which are the energy house, the powerhouse of us. So let's understand that meditation not only helps you in spiritual awakening, it also helps you align yourself every single day for a very magnetic day ahead where you can move with power. Where you're like, I've had a great beginning and I have the power and I can go ahead. Of course, we can intertwine meditations and affirmations together. So if required, we will do that. Let's start. And please watch your postures, your back straight, your feet firmly placed on the ground without slippers and shoes, your eyes closed. And if possible, please wear a smile. And your hands can be in a Gyan Mudra or just facing heavenwards on your laps. Let's inhale love. Feel the love entering your body with your breath. Feel the fuzzy feeling of love, the warmth, the tingling. I am love. Just exhale love, for the world needs it. Inhale success. Wherever I go, prosperity follows. Whatever I do, I get success. I am success. Gradually exhale. Inhale celebrations. The more I celebrate, the more I have reason to celebrate how wonderful my life is. Exhale celebrations. The more you share, the more you care. Life is wonderful. Life is always a new beginning. And life is a joyous journey. You and I are creating our lives for a purposeful, meaningful journey ahead. Whatever we want comes true. We're aided by manifestation, we're aided by affirmations, and we're aided by the power of subconscious mind, which simply helps us creatively visualize. Now, let's understand that our mind thinks a thought. We want that dream to come true. But how do we see it coming true? By simply trying to imagine a movie of that particular thing, that aspect, the circumstance coming true. Unfold it, write it as if you're a director of a movie, as if you have to shoot it. Think of it and create the scenario, the situations. The more detailed you go, the more creative you go, the more it comes to fruition. In our journey of creative visualization and affirmations, our energy points, our energy chakras, our energy centers play a very important role. every day we may have some blockage or another. The initial few days, we will work on opening our chakras. So right now, let's see that we're inside our body and there is some blockage in my mind when it comes to affirmations. What are affirmations? What is creative visualization? What is manifestation? I'm not clear. You may be new to this, but if I start saying to myself, whatever I hear, I understand. I'm able to absorb it very easily. This mere affirmation will open my energy chakra. And so it is. Simply say something positive to yourself with conviction that I believe in it. Now, you may not be able to express. I can't go on Facebook. I can't write so much of journals. I can't. I don't have time for it. So, what do you say? Whatever I do, I put my heart and soul into it. And I am open and receptive to all changes because I am a person in progress. And so it is. Merely saying one or two short affirmations will open my blockage. I will be able to respond, write, commit, and reflect. Let's now go to our heart chakra and see what affirmation do we need to open it. Let's simply start with I am love. I am loved and I'm loving because I flow in love. Everyone loves me and I love my life. How wonderful. You have now cleared your blockage if you have any in your heart. As you go down further to solar plexus chakra, remember, this is the most important place where the fire is there for your dreams. So all I have to say is, whatever I think comes true. All my dreams come true because I have the power to make them come true. Merely saying this energizes my solar plexus chakra and opens it. Let's go to a sacral chakra and say, whatever is required for me, for my highest being, unfolds to me easily. And here the sacral chakra is unlocked. When I go to my root chakra, I simply tell myself that I am rooted and grounded. I'm humble and compassionate. This way I will always be rooted and any blockages shall come open. Now please step out of your body and see. You've opened your 7 chakras. Are they shining bright? Or is there some place, some ambiguity somewhere where the luster is a little lesser? If so, that chakra needs healing. So any further affirmations will help you make that come clean and shine bright. Please go back now into your body and invite the golden white healing light from your crown chakra. Feel the fuzzy, warm feeling as the light makes its way in your body. It's all over, having entered your crown, near your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your neck, your back, your front area, your arms. It's moving at a speed of lightning and it's going on to your legs now. Whatever diseases you may have had, any need for protection there that you may have had, any doubt, anything negative, maybe even weight, the white healing light is dissolving it and taking the remnants with it in Mother Earth through your roots. Dear roots, thank you for being the channels of grounding me, of centering me, and being there to take away all things negative and replace me, nurture me, enrich me with all things positive. Dear Mother Earth, today I invite 3 virtues. First, being love. Second, being confidence. Third, being acceptance. May I fall in love with myself and my life. May I be confident in whatever I pick up and I choose to do. And may I create the life of my desires by simply following it. And so it is. Let's thank Mother Earth for being the unconditional giver that she is. Let's bend down our heads in gratitude, go down and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's now look at the eye level, eyes still closed, and thank our life that's gone by, our past. We fell, we rose. We fell, we rose. It was a total ride about ups and downs, roller coaster ride. And yet today I know that I created it all, knowingly or unknowingly. And today I forgive. I forgive the others and I forgive myself. Right now I'm very happy for I'm learning and I'm growing. Tomorrow is yet another day, beautiful and wonderful, because I am co-creating it and it's absolutely magical. And so it is. Let's open our hands in gratitude to Mother Earth, to Universe. Dear Universe, thank you for having our backs. Dear angels, thank you for guarding us, cueing us in the magic, showing us your presence. Dear guardians, thank you for embracing us in your protection layer and for always showing us the way out. Dear cosmic energy, thank you for giving us the right things, right energy whenever we need. And of course, our divinities, thank you for showering us with your abundant love and blessings. We're truly blessed. Bring your hands now at the heart level. I am open and receptive to love, goodness, and abundance in the universe. I am a yes person. I am love. And close your hands together in front of your heart. Energize them by rubbing them. Bless your brain, conscious, subconscious mind, your face, your ears, neck, shoulders, arms upper to lower, wrists, fingers, nails, upper back, middle back, spinal cord, lower back. Massage your hips if as much as possible. Keep your hands in your lungs, and thank Mother Nature for blessing us with the gift of oxygen and breath. The way we breathe, Mother Earth, please let everyone breathe on this earth. Let there be plenty of oxygen. And let's keep our hands on our heart, feel it beat. The way my dreams are coming true, the way I'm inching towards spirituality and finding my own purpose and finding my life, may the others too. Let's bless our gut system, our intestines, our gallbladder, kidneys, stomach, liver, uterus, sexual organs, excretory organs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, soles of the feet, and come back up. Let's again bless our 100 trillion cells in our body, 100,000 kilometers of blood circulation system, our glands, muscles, tissues, fibers, bones, and the protection layer of our skin. Dear body, you're a healer. Please bless me with healing energy that I can bless my Sangha, their loved ones, and all living beings on this planet Earth. May we all become grateful and love life that we live in. Love, light, healing blessings to you, Sanya, Anika, Radhika, Ratamaji, Shalu, Hina, Shweta, Malna Siddharth, Prakash and Jadisha, Ritu, Radniji, Poonam, Badrinath, Rigu and Naveen, Shilpa, Nitin, Sangeeta, Sapna, Ravi and Chandra, Rima, Shivangi, Gyanji and Ushaji, Yashvi, Mehek, Neetu and Ashokji, Harshita, Rajiv and Payal, Karishma, Kavita, Shubhra, Neetu and Bhuvan, Akshay and Ankita, Mom, Anushka, Neha, Monish, Richa, Seema, Mudita, Galaxy Note 8, is that Harpreet? I'm not sure. Rohini, Nisha, Sunita, Puneet, Saita, Richa, Kavita, Minakshi, Prashant, Dr. Murli, and wife, I think, Kripa, Anchal, Nehal, Utkarsh, Manisha, Ankur, Peena, Alithya, Pooja, AG, Alona, Selesh, Parul, Vandana, Jitendra, Madhuji, Garima and Gaurav, Avni, Akshay, Reena, Prachi Divan, Manisha, Disha, Avni, Anita, Vijayalakshmi, and to everyone whose cameras are off, love that abundance to everyone. Have a fantastic day, a day of power, and realize one thing that in our life, we are the creators. Nobody else will help us, nobody else will aid us. It could not be your partner, your parents, or your children. So, one thing is, we've probably lived in a world of pitying ourselves, maybe in a world of saying, playing a blame game. So let's realize something that we are creating our life the way we want it. So let's not doubt that. And if anybody has any questions, we have a couple of minutes. I'm happy to answer. Akshay, good to see you back. So I hope that you'd be regular and probably you can join back. I'll be happy to have you if you're committed. Absolutely wonderful to see you. Yes. So any questions? Please feel free to ask. So if it's about affirmation, please ask. If it's about your manifestation, please ask. Until we ask, we can't evolve. So it's absolutely good to ask. But if you are, okay, Rohini, what's your question? पूछिए. रोहिणी आपने अपने आप को वापस अनम्यूट कर दिया, आपको म्यूट किया. प्लीज वो जल्दी करें, आपको जी बताएं.
थैंक यू. अगर 3 एफर्मेशंस लिखनी है तो 3 अलग अलग बुक्स करनी पड़ेगी क्या उसके लिए?
नहीं मैम, एक ही बुक होती है.
ओके.
किसने बोला? हमको कोई इतना पाठशाला में थोड़ी ना जा रहे हैं, स्कूल में थोड़ी ना जा रहे हैं कि 3 डिफरेंट एफर्मेशंस वन सब्जेक्ट है, राइट? तो एक ही बुक होगी, डिफरेंट पेजेस होंगे.
मतलब पहले 1 एफर्मेशन 21.
आप कितनी बार 21 टाइम्स लिख रही हैं?
या
तो 21 टाइम्स लिखिए, उसके नेक्स्ट लाइन से 21 फिर शुरू कर ली, दूसरा वाला नेक्स्ट लाइन से 21 शुरू कर ली, तीसरा लाइन.
थैंक यू.
7 करें तो 7 7 7 कर लीजिए. थैंक यू सो मच.
अच्छा, 7 भी कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, अगर ड्रीम जल्दी पूरे करने हो तो 21 करते हैं. 7 इज टू इंक्रीज योर पावर ऑफ अफर्मिंग, राइट? दोनों में अंतर है. राइट. थैंक यू सो मच. ओके. एंड आई थिंक रोहिणी जी, आपको एफर्मेशन काफी क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं रोजमर्रा में, आप एक बार फोन कर लीजिए, बिकॉज आपसे मैं 15-20 दिन से बात कर रही हूँ एफर्मेशन. शाम के सेशन में भी, मॉर्निंग में भी आपको क्लैरिटी नहीं हो पा रही. इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू टेक एन अपॉइंटमेंट फ्रॉम मी एंड कंफर्म इट, बिकॉज फिर फोरम पे हम सेम बात करते हैं अगेन एंड अगेन. या थैंक यू. यस नितिन, कैन आई प्लीज हेल्प यू?
Hi Prachi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Just a little routine I wanted to ask. Like, we start off a day with gratitude. We normally take 10 gratitudes we write, and definitely we are doing our affirmations also. And there's a lot of clarity which has come out. Now, tell me, where is the place for our real manifestations actually? How do we figure it out in between, and how do we go about? I've actually
So it's very simple. We start our morning with a meditation, which can be with affirmations, which can be with manifestation. And I was actually waiting for the YouTube link, and it's coming in today, so I'll be sharing that. You can try and hear. Sorry.
You've given me initially, Luke Wala link you've given me. I'm using that in the morning actually, till the time you get.
Perfect.
What I'm doing actually.
So we have Luke Cortino's day and night meditation, which is kind of a manifestation meditation. You can either do that or the one that the divine love that I shared on day 1. Anything is okay. The thing is to start your morning feeling grateful and just affirming and seeing your life the way you are. So that's a combination of all 3. So the one that I have, which I was guided, channeled into, has everything in it. So maybe you can do that. Today it will come to you, so I'll send the YouTube link so that all of you can
just looking
start
for some vetting actually. I hope I'm going on the right path. That's about it.
Yeah, perfect. No, you're on absolute right track. So manifestation is just simply seeing your dreams coming true, creatively visualizing them as if it's a movie going on in your future.
Yeah.
So Siddharth, you also had a question about manifestation. This is how it is. जो आपके सपने हैं उनको आप as if देख रहे हैं जैसे पूरे हो रहे हैं अभी. Like right now, they're getting, you can feel the emotion of them coming true. So, and if anyone has an example about the manifestation, I can happily guide them. So we can take them through that journey as well. So, and also, of course, right now it's an open forum. A lot of other guests are coming in. After 26, it will only be us. The Sangha will only be there. So you'll probably be more comfortable in sharing. And that's okay. Until then, please feel free to email to me on prachit@bond121.com, or you can even WhatsApp me. Whenever I'm comfortable, I'll revert back. So even that works. So thank you everyone for being here. I think there are no more questions. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amrita. Thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you, Shweta, for your reading. Thank you, Sunita, for your reading. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock. Until then, take care. Stay safe. Lots of love.